Did you know that the goblin shark, a creature that looks like it swam straight out of the prehistoric seas, has been virtually unchanged for 125 million years? This deep-sea predator, known scientifically as Mitsukurina ostoni, is one of the rarest and most mysterious sharks on Earth, often dubbed a living fossil. Until recently, no one had ever managed to film this elusive animal alive in its natural deep ocean habitat. In July 2026, University of Hawaii researchers achieved this incredible feat, opening a new window into a world largely forgotten by time. In this video, you will discover the goblin shark's unique biology, evolutionary significance, and the groundbreaking technology that made this rare footage possible. Prepare to be amazed by one of the ocean's most extraordinary survivors and what its discovery means for science today. Subscribe and watch until the end. This is a journey into the depths unlike any other. The goblin shark, scientifically known as Mitsukurina ostoni, is one of the most fascinating creatures of the deep sea. Often described as a living fossil, this species has remained relatively unchanged for about 125 million years, offering us a rare glimpse into the ancient world of sharks. Discovered more than a century ago, the goblin shark has intrigued scientists and marine enthusiasts alike due to its unusual appearance and elusive nature. Its existence deep beneath the ocean's surface has made it a subject of mystery until recent advancements allowed researchers to observe it alive in its natural habitat. The goblin shark's most striking feature is its elongated, flattened snout, which resembles a blade or a sword protruding from its head. This distinctive nose is covered with special sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, which detect the faint electric fields generated by other animals. In the pitch-black depths where the goblin shark lives, these organs are vital for locating prey. Because light does not penetrate to these depths, the shark's eyesight is limited, so it relies heavily on this electroreception to hunt effectively. Another unusual aspect of the goblin shark is its jaw structure. Unlike most sharks, its jaws are highly protrusible, meaning they can extend forward dramatically when capturing prey. Imagine a slingshot mechanism. The shark's jaws are normally folded against its face, but can snap forward rapidly to catch fish, squid, or other small animals swimming nearby. This mechanism allows the goblin shark to seize prey with surprising speed despite its otherwise slow and gentle swimming style. The goblin shark's body shape is slender and soft compared to more robust sharks like the great white. Its pinkish skin, often semi-translucent due to capillaries visible beneath the surface, adds to its unusual look. This coloration is thought to be an adaptation to the dim environment of the deep sea. The shark is known to inhabit depths between 100 and 1,200 meters, where light is scarce and pressures are extremely high. These conditions require specialized adaptations, which the goblin shark has, allowing it to survive where many other species cannot. For many years, the goblin shark was known mainly from dead specimens caught accidentally by deep-sea fishing trawlers or found washed up on shore. Live observations were rare, and much about its behavior remained a mystery. However, in July 2026, researchers from the University of Hawaii achieved a significant milestone by filming a live goblin shark in its natural habitat. This breakthrough provided valuable insights into how the shark moves, hunts, and interacts within the deep-sea ecosystem. Seeing the goblin shark alive was a remarkable moment. The footage showed the shark gliding slowly through the water, its jaws extending forward to snatch prey in a quick and precise movement. This behavior confirms earlier hypotheses about its feeding strategy and offers a more complete picture of its role in the ocean's food chain. The ability to observe such a rarely seen species alive also highlights the importance of deep-sea exploration and technological advancements in marine research. Understanding creatures like the goblin shark is crucial because they connect us to Earth's distant past and reveal the complexity of life in extreme environments. While it may not be a top predator like some sharks, the goblin shark occupies a unique niche where its specialized adaptations give it an advantage. Its survival for millions of years suggests a successful evolutionary design suited for the deep sea's challenges. In conclusion, The goblin shark Mitsukurina ostoni is not only a living relic from prehistoric times, but also a testament to the diversity and adaptability of marine life. Thanks to recent scientific efforts, we are beginning to peel back the layers of mystery surrounding this deep-sea dweller. By studying such species, we gain a better understanding of marine ecosystems and the evolutionary processes that shape life on our planet. The discovery and observation of the goblin shark remind us that even in the vast, dark ocean depths, there are still wonders waiting to be explored and understood. The goblin shark, scientifically known as Mitsukurina ostoni, is a fascinating deep-sea creature that has captured the attention of researchers and marine enthusiasts alike. Often referred to as a living fossil, this species has remained relatively unchanged for about 125 million years. This long evolutionary history means the goblin shark provides a unique window into ancient marine life, showing us how some species have adapted to deep-sea environments over millions of years. Unlike many modern sharks, which have evolved various specialized hunting techniques and body shapes, the goblin shark retains several primitive features that are rare among today's shark species. One of the most striking physical characteristics of the goblin shark is its elongated, flattened snout, which protrudes far beyond its mouth. This unusual shape is not just for show, it is packed with sensory organs that help the shark detect electrical fields produced by prey. These electroreceptors, called ampullae of Lorenzini, are common in sharks but are particularly well developed in the goblin shark's snout, enabling it to hunt in the dark, murky depths where visibility is limited. This adaptation is crucial because the goblin shark inhabits deep-sea environments, often at depths between 100 and 1,200 meters, where light barely penetrates. The long snout acts almost like a radar system, allowing the shark to locate prey hidden in the sediment or swimming nearby. Another unique feature of the goblin shark is its jaw structure. The jaws are highly protrusible, meaning they can extend forward dramatically when capturing prey. When attacking, the goblin shark can shoot its jaws out like a slingshot, allowing it to snatch prey quickly before it can escape. This jaw protrusion is facilitated by elastic ligaments and specialized muscles, which make this feeding mechanism one of the fastest among sharks. The teeth themselves are slender and needle-like, perfectly suited for grabbing slippery prey such as fish, squid, and crustaceans. Unlike many sharks that have broad, serrated teeth for tearing, the goblin shark's teeth suggest a diet focused on grasping rather than cutting. The goblin shark's body is relatively soft and flabby compared to other sharks. Its skin is loosely attached, giving it a somewhat gelatinous appearance, which may be an adaptation to the high-pressure, low-energy environment of the deep sea. The coloration of the goblin shark is typically a pale pinkish or grayish hue, mainly due to blood vessels visible beneath its translucent skin. This coloration blends well with the dim light of its deep-sea habitat, making the shark less visible to both predators and prey. Unlike many sharks that are fast and agile swimmers, the goblin shark is thought to be a slow and deliberate swimmer. Its long, slender body and relatively small fins suggest that it relies more on stealth and sudden jaw projection to capture prey rather than chasing it down with speed. This kind of hunting strategy fits well with the sparse environment of the deep ocean, where energy conservation is essential due to limited food availability. The goblin shark also has some unusual sensory adaptations beyond its snout. Its eyes, although small and not highly developed for sharp vision, are adapted to detect the faintest traces of light or bioluminescence. Many deep-sea creatures produce their own light through bioluminescence, and being able to detect this helps the goblin shark locate other animals. Its lateral line system, another common feature in fish, helps detect vibrations and water movements, providing additional information about its surroundings. Overall, the goblin shark's physical characteristics and unique features highlight how specialized deep-sea creatures can be. Its ancient lineage, combined with adaptations tailored for life in dark, high-pressure environments, makes it a remarkable example of evolutionary persistence. Understanding these features not only helps scientists learn about the biology and behavior of this elusive shark, but also sheds light on the broader ecosystems of the deep ocean, a realm that remains largely mysterious to us. From a practical perspective, studying animals like the goblin shark can inform us about how life adapts to extreme environments, which has implications for fields such as marine biology, ecology, and even biotechnology. As researchers continue to observe and document this species, especially through efforts like those by the University of Hawaii in filming live specimens, we gain valuable insights into the hidden depths of our oceans and the diversity of life forms that inhabit them. This knowledge helps emphasize the importance of conserving deep-sea habitats that are increasingly threatened by human activities, like deep-sea mining and fishing. The goblin shark stands as a reminder of the ancient and ongoing story of life on Earth, evolving quietly in the depths where few have ventured to witness. The goblin shark, scientifically known as Mitsukarina ostoni, is often referred to as a living fossil because it has retained many primitive features over millions of years. To better understand its evolutionary history and the fossil record, it's important to look at how this species fits into the broader picture of shark evolution and what fossil evidence tells us about its ancient origins. Sharks as a group have been around for more than 400 million years, long before the dinosaurs appeared. They have survived multiple mass extinctions and have adapted to various marine environments. The goblin shark belongs to the order Lamniformes, which includes well-known species like the great white shark and the mako shark. However, the goblin shark is unique within this order due to its distinct morphology, which has remained relatively unchanged for a very long time. Fossil evidence indicates that the family Mitsukarinidae, to which the goblin shark belongs, appeared during the early Cretaceous period, roughly 125 million years ago. This timeline places the goblin shark alongside some of the earliest flowering plants and before the rise of many modern groups of fish. The fossils found are primarily teeth and jaw fragments, as shark skeletons are made of cartilage, which does not fossilize easily. These teeth are elongated and narrow, resembling the modern goblin shark's teeth, which are specialized for grasping slippery prey in deep-sea environments. The remarkable similarity between fossilized teeth and those of living goblin sharks suggests that this lineage has undergone little change over a vast span of time. This phenomenon, known as evolutionary stasis, means that the goblin shark's body plan and feeding strategies have been successful in its deep-sea niche, reducing the pressure for drastic evolutionary changes. It's akin to finding a tool that works so well for a specific task that it doesn't require redesign over millions of years. The goblin shark's unique features, including its elongated flattened snout filled with sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, help detect electric fields emitted by prey. This adaptation is consistent with its deep-sea habitat, where light is scarce and prey is often elusive. The fossil record supports that these specialized traits were already present in ancient relatives, indicating that the goblin shark's ancestors were well adapted to hunting in the dark, deep ocean long before modern deep-sea exploration. Studying the goblin shark's fossil record also provides insights into the paleo-environment of the Cretaceous seas. The presence of this species and its relatives in fossil form helps scientists reconstruct ancient marine ecosystems, showing that deep-sea habitats have long been stable environments where certain species could persist with minimal evolutionary changes. This contrasts with shallower marine environments, which tend to be more dynamic and subject to greater evolutionary pressures. In summary, the goblin shark is an extraordinary example of a species with a deep evolutionary history that is well documented through its fossilized teeth. It illustrates how some creatures can maintain their form and function over tens of millions of years by thriving in specialized environments. By examining the goblin shark's evolutionary past, researchers can better appreciate the long-term stability of deep-sea ecosystems and the fascinating adaptations that have allowed this mysterious shark to survive virtually unchanged for over 125 million years. This knowledge not only enriches our understanding of marine biodiversity, but also highlights the importance of preserving deep-sea habitats that harbor such ancient lineages. The goblin shark, scientifically known as Mitsukarina ostoni, is a fascinating deep-sea creature that has intrigued scientists for over a century. Its unique appearance is only one part of what makes this species remarkable. Understanding its behavior and feeding habits gives us insight into how it has survived relatively unchanged for around 125 million years, earning it the title of a living fossil. Unlike many sharks that hunt in well-lit, shallow waters, goblin sharks dwell in the deep ocean, often at depths between 100 and 1,200 meters, where sunlight barely reaches. This environment shapes much of their behavior. Goblin sharks are generally slow-moving creatures, which might seem surprising for a predatory animal. However, their relatively sluggish pace conserves energy in the food-scarce deep sea. They rely less on speed and more on stealth and surprise to catch prey. One of their most distinctive features is their highly protrusible jaws, which can snap forward rapidly. This jaw mechanism allows them to extend their mouth outward to capture prey quickly, a useful adaptation when food is scarce and opportunities to feed are rare. Imagine it like a spring-loaded trap, suddenly extending to snatch unsuspecting prey. Their diet consists mainly of small fish, cephalopods like squid, and crustaceans. These animals are common in the deep-sea environment, but can be elusive. The goblin shark's tooth structure reflects its feeding habits. It has long, narrow, and needle-like teeth designed for gripping slippery prey rather than tearing flesh. This tooth design helps prevent prey from escaping once caught, especially in the pitch-black depths where the shark hunts. One important aspect of goblin shark behavior is their use of electroreception. Like many sharks, they have specialized sensory organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini. These organs detect the electric fields generated by the muscle movements of other animals. In the deep sea, where vision is limited, electroreception is crucial for locating prey hidden in the sediment or swimming nearby. This sensory ability complements their slow, deliberate movements, allowing them to sense prey before making a sudden strike. Observations from recent footage by researchers from the University of Hawaii in July 2026 have provided rare glimpses into these elusive behaviors. The recordings showed goblin sharks using their jaws to extend rapidly and capture prey in a manner consistent with what earlier laboratory studies suggested, but had rarely been seen in the wild. This direct observation confirms their specialized feeding technique, highlighting how well adapted they are to their deep-sea environment. Another behavioral trait involves their relatively solitary nature. Goblin sharks are not known to form schools or social groups. This solitary behavior likely reduces competition for limited food resources in the deep ocean. Also, their slow metabolism, a trait common among deep-sea animals, means they do not need to feed frequently. This adaptation allows them to survive long periods between meals without expending excessive energy searching for prey. In practical terms, understanding the behavior and feeding habits of the goblin shark helps marine biologists learn how ancient species have adapted to modern oceans. It also illustrates the complex balance of life in extreme environments, where survival depends on specialized tools and strategies rather than speed or strength alone. This knowledge can guide conservation efforts by highlighting the importance of preserving deep-sea habitats, which remain among the least explored and most vulnerable ecosystems on Earth. In summary, the goblin shark's behavior and feeding habits are closely linked to its deep-sea habitat. Its slow, energy-efficient movements, specialized jaws, needle-like teeth, and electroreceptive abilities work together to make it an effective predator in a challenging environment. Recent live footage has confirmed these traits in action, providing a clearer picture of how this living fossil continues to thrive. This understanding encourages us to appreciate the diversity and adaptability of life in the oceans, reminding us that even ancient species have much to teach us about survival in a changing world. The goblin shark, scientifically known as Mitsukurina austoni, is often described as a living fossil, a title that points to its ancient lineage dating back around 125 million years. Despite this long history, the species remains enigmatic, largely due to its deep-sea habitat, which makes it difficult to observe and study. As researchers, including those from the University of Hawaii, who filmed a live specimen in July 2026, continue to learn more about this unusual shark, questions about its conservation status and the direction of future studies become increasingly important. Currently, the goblin shark is classified as least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, though this assessment comes with significant caveats. Because goblin sharks live predominantly in deep waters, often several hundred meters below the surface, they are rarely caught or observed. This scarcity of data means that population trends are unclear, and the full impact of human activities on their numbers is not well understood. For example, deep-sea fishing operations sometimes catch goblin sharks as bycatch, but these incidents are sporadic and not systematically recorded, complicating efforts to assess the species' true abundance or vulnerability. The deep ocean environment itself presents challenges for conservation. Unlike coastal waters, which are more accessible and better monitored, the deep sea is vast and difficult to protect. Goblin sharks inhabit continental slopes and submarine canyons, habitats that are increasingly affected by deep-sea mining, trawling, and other industrial activities. These disturbances could potentially threaten their habitat, but without comprehensive studies, the extent of these impacts remains speculative. Therefore, enhancing our knowledge about the goblin shark's ecology and habitat preferences is crucial for developing any effective conservation measures. Looking ahead, future research is expected to focus on several key areas. One priority is to improve population estimates through advanced technologies such as deep-sea submersibles, remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, and environmental DNA sampling. These methods allow scientists to detect and study elusive species without relying solely on incidental catches. The recent footage captured by the University of Hawaii team demonstrates how modern equipment can provide valuable insights into the goblin shark's behavior, appearance, and environment in its natural setting. Another important direction for future studies involves understanding the species' biology in greater detail. This includes investigating their reproduction, growth rates, diet, and role in the deep-sea ecosystem. Since goblin sharks are apex or near-apex predators within their environment, their presence can indicate the health of the deep-sea community. Gaining knowledge in these areas will help scientists predict how the species might respond to environmental changes, whether natural or human-induced. In addition, genetic research offers promising avenues for exploring the goblin shark's evolutionary history. By sequencing DNA from different populations, researchers can learn about genetic diversity and connectivity between groups. This information is vital for assessing the species' resilience and for guiding conservation strategies that maintain healthy populations across their range. From a practical standpoint, raising awareness about deep-sea species like the goblin shark is also important. Because they live far from human eyes, these sharks are not as well known as other marine animals, which can limit public interest in their protection. Educational outreach based on discoveries such as the 2026 University of Hawaii footage can help bridge this gap, informing people about the value and vulnerability of deep-sea biodiversity. To sum up, while the goblin shark remains a mysterious inhabitant of the ocean's depths, ongoing research and emerging technologies are gradually unveiling its secrets. By addressing gaps in our knowledge about its population status, biology, and habitat, scientists can better assess the risks it faces and develop measures to ensure its continued survival. This process underscores the broader importance of studying and conserving deep-sea life, which plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of marine ecosystems.